packed your name into a corner of a heart I tried to close. I told myself that time would teach me how to finally let you go. I moved the pictures, changed the stories, changed the way I sleep. But every night you find me here, where love still refuses to leave. They say the past should stay behind us, that healing comes with space. But every road I walk in silence still remembers your face. I've learned to breathe without your laughter, learned to stand alone. But love doesn't follow reason, it just calls this heart its home. I did everything they told me to, I tried to be strong to believe. But some loves don't listen to goodbye, they refuse to leave. When love refused to leave, it stayed inside my soul. I let go of the memory, the night what you made whole. When love refused to leave, I learned the hardest truth. You can walk away from someone, but love won't always move. I hear your voice in quiet moments, in words I almost say. I don't ask the past to hold me, I just don't push it away. I met the dawn without your shadow, met the night alone. But love keeps lighting empty rooms, like it never got the note. They tell me, give it time, like time is all I need. But time can't argue with a heart that still believes. When love refused to leave, it taught me how to wake, how to carry something beautiful that I couldn't make. When love refused to leave, I stopped asking why. Some feelings are meant to end, they just learn how to survive. I don't regret the way I loved you, I regret the way I lied, pretending I was over you just to get by. I built my days around distraction, called it moving on. But love kept writing your name in every song. If loving you was weakness, then I choose to be weak, because strength never taught me how to feel this deep. I don't need you to come back or promise me tomorrow. I just need this love to be honored, not borrowed. I loved you without conditions, without a shield, without defense. And love that's given honestly doesn't end. When love refused to leave, it didn't break me down, it showed me what was real. When everything fell down, when love refused to leave, I finally understood. Some hearts don't let go of love, they learn to live with the truth. didn't know how heart should guard. I gave you everything so easily before I learned how hard. I trusted you with all my tomorrows, all my hopes and fears. I gave you my forever first before I knew what tears were. They say first loves are just beginnings, meant to teach, not stay. But I believed in every promise, every word you'd say. I didn't save a part for later, didn't leave a door. I gave you my forever first, and I had nothing more. I thought love grew stronger with surrender. I thought that's what hearts do. I didn't know that giving all of me would cost me you. I gave you my forever first before I learned to fall. I loved you with no safety net, no walls. I gave you my forever first, my heart without defense. Some loves are written too deeply to make sense. I watched you slowly pull away while I stayed the same. I kept believing love meant waiting, calling patience faith. I thought if I loved you hard enough, you'd finally see that forever wasn't frightening with me. I told myself love needed sacrifice. I didn't count the cost. I didn't know that loving you meant losing what I lost. I gave you my forever first, and you gave me goodbye. I learned how fragile love can be when only one heart tries. I gave you my forever first, and now I understand. Some hearts aren't meant to hold forever in their hands. I don't regret the way I loved you, I regret the way I begged for reassurance you never gave, for promises unsaid. I was learning how to love, you were learning how to leave. I gave you my forever first, and you set yourself free. If I could speak to who I was before you broke my trust, I'd tell her love is beautiful, but it asks for more than just giving everything without question, without being seen. Forever needs two hearts choosing the same dream. I don't blame love for the ending. I blame the voice steady all day, smile like nothing was wrong. I answered every question like I've been strong all along. But now the room feels heavier, the walls are closing in. I finally let the silence speak of where I've been. I folded every feeling neatly, told my heart to wait. I said tomorrow would be easier, that this was just a phase. But the dark has its own language and knows exactly where I hide. And tonight I can't outrun what's inside. I don't need saving, I don't need a sign. I just need one moment to stop pretending I'm fine. I'm breaking quietly tonight when no one sees the fall. I held the world upon my shoulders till I couldn't stand it all. I'm breaking quietly tonight. I don't know how or why. Some hearts don't shatter loudly, they just cry. I replay words I never said. I feel the weight of almost. I tried to be the steady one, I paid the highest cost. I gave you all my patience, I gave you every chance. I never knew that loving you meant losing my balance. They tell me you'll be stronger soon, like strength erases pain. But strength is just surviving again. I'm breaking quietly tonight behind a silent screen. I stayed too long in promises that didn't choose me. I'm breaking quietly tonight, and it hurts to finally see that holding on too tightly broke me. I don't want pity or answers, I don't want blame. I just wanna sit with the truth, call it by its name. I loved you without conditions, without knowing when to stop. I thought love meant endurance, not loss. If breaking means I'm human, then let me break this way. If tears are how my heart learns to say, I don't regret the loving, I regret the silence I kept. I stayed quiet for your comfort and left myself unchecked. I'm not asking you to save me or come back tonight. I just needed to admit I'm not alright. I'm breaking quietly tonight, but I won't stay this way. Sometimes falling apart in silence is how we find our way. I'm breaking quietly tonight, but tomorrow I'll stand. Because even broken hearts still heal. Quiet tears, silent truth. Tonight I break so I can move. Your goodbye still on the table, in the words we didn't say, in the quiet of the hallway where your shadow used to stay. I changed the locks on memory, I moved the chairs around, but every room keeps whispering your sound. I folded up the photographs, I packed the nights away. I learned how to survive the days I never learned to say that letting go is different from pretending you're not there, because love keeps leaving fingerprints everywhere. They told me time would clean the past like rain on window panes, but time just teaches me to live with stains. Your goodbye still lives here in the corners of my heart. I learned to breathe without you, but not to fall apart. Your goodbye still lives here long after you moved on. Some goodbyes don't know how to leave, they linger on. I hear you in the morning light, in habits I still keep. I reach for words I used to share, then swallow them in sleep. I don't chase what we once were, I don't beg the past to stay, but love keeps saying your name anyway. They say closure is a choice, that peace is learned with time, but peace still trembles when it hears your name in mine. Your goodbye still lives here like a song that never ends. I learned how to forgive the hurt, not how to forget. Your goodbye still lives here, and I'm learning how to cope. Some hearts don't close the door on love, they leave it open. I won't deny the way I loved you, or the truth we had. I won't rewrite the ending to make it less sad. I'm stronger than the leaving, but softer than I seem. I carry what we were inside of me. If goodbye had meant erasing, I would be free by now, but goodbye just changed the language, not the vow. I don't need you to return or explain the why. I just need my heart to stop asking goodbye to lie. I'll love again someday, I'll stand and face the years, but tonight I honor what remains here. Your goodbye still lives here, but it won't break my will. I'll let it be a memory, not a hill. Your goodbye still lives here, and I finally see it's not the end of loving you, it's the start of loving me. Yeah. Your goodbye still here. I breathe and stay. didn't hide a thing. I laid my heart out on the table. I let you see everything. I trusted every word you whispered, every promise you confessed. I didn't know love without defense could hurt like this. They warned me hearts need boundaries. They told me love needs walls. But I believe that honesty was stronger than it all. I let you see my weakest fears, my doubts, my truth, my pain. I never thought the safest place could feel this way. I thought love meant being fearless. I thought that's how you stay. I didn't know unguarded hearts break this way. I loved you without defense, without a shield or plan. I gave you all the parts of me I am. I loved you without defense, and now I finally see some hearts don't hurt from loving wrong. They hurt from loving honestly. I stayed when signs were whispering that you were drifting far. I told myself commitment meant ignoring every scar. I thought if I stood strong enough, you'd learn to do the same. But love can't make someone stay who's afraid. I don't regret the way I love. I regret the silence I kept. I stayed open for your comfort and left myself unchecked. I loved you without defense when I should have slowed my heart. I mistook vulnerability for a start. I soul, not pull me into fire. They said a heart like mine should know when to stop, when to retire. But every rule I tried to follow fell silent when you smiled. If loving you was my sin, I'd commit it all my life. I pray for strength to walk away. I beg my heart to listen, but faith doesn't silence passion, it just learns how to witness. I tried to choose the safer road, I tried to choose what's right, but love doesn't live in reason, it lives in the night. I don't ask forgiveness for the truth I feel, I only ask the world to know this love was real. If loving you was my sin, then let it mark my name. I'd rather burn in honesty than freeze in shame. If loving you was my sin, I'd still choose you again, because some loves are worth the fall. In the end, I didn't love you halfway, I didn't love you small. I gave you every piece of me, I had to give it all. They call it weakness, reckless, they say I should repent, but loving you was the purest truth I ever met. I won't deny the depth I reached or pretend I was blind. I knew the cost and paid it with time. If loving you was my sin, then let my heart confess. I lived, I fell, I felt it all, nothing less. If loving you was my sin, I won't erase the past, because love this deep was never meant to last. If heaven weighs the truth of love beyond the rules we make, then let them see the honesty I couldn't fake. I don't ask to be forgiven for loving who I chose, I only ask to keep the memories I hold. I won't call love a mistake just because it hurt. Some lessons come wrapped in pain, but still have worth. If loving you was my sin, then I'll carry it with pride. I won't regret the way I loved or how I cried. If loving you was my sin, then I am guilty still, because I loved you truly, and I always will. If loving you was my sin, I'd do it again. I watched you slowly drift away, while I stayed right where you left me. I kept even when you couldn't see. I learned your silence by heart, your distance, your disguise. I told myself if I loved you enough, you'd finally realize. I carry conversations alone, answer questions you never asked. I held the weight of every future while you lived inside the past. I didn't mind the imbalance, I didn't count the pain. I thought love meant compensating for what you couldn't bring. I confused patience with devotion, I confused effort with truth. I tried to be enough for you and me too. I tried to be enough for two when you were only halfway there. I filled the silence with my heart, hoping you'd care. I tried to be enough for two, and now I finally see loving alone isn't love, it's losing me. I stayed when every sign was telling me that you were already gone. I told myself commitment meant endurance. I was wrong. I learned that loving someone deeply can't make them stay. No matter how much of yourself you give away. They say love should feel like effort, but not like sacrifice, not like carrying a whole world on one side. I try to be enough for two when love should have met me halfway. I kept lowering my expectations so you wouldn't run away. I try to be enough for two and paid the highest fee. I lost myself in loving you too deeply. I don't blame you for the ending, I blame what I allowed. I thought being easy to love meant being less loud. I won't confuse attention with affection or hope with proof. I won't try to be enough for two again. If love needs two hearts choosing, then mine was standing alone. I gave you all my tenderness, you gave me distance and tone. I don't regret the way I loved, I regret the way I stayed. When loving myself was the bravest thing I delayed. I don't need someone to complete me or carry me through. I just need a love that meets me true. I try to be enough for two, but love was never meant that way. I won't beg for half a heart again. I try to be enough for two, and now I finally choose to be enough for me instead of losing you. Enough for two was never fair. Now I choose me. every way a heart can break. I counted nights I faced the dark and chose to stay awake. I lost the shape of who I was, trying to make love stay, but every scar taught me the truth. I'm stronger this way. I don't regret the tears